two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's 2nd and 6. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive.
Ball down the field.
Drop in, but making the throw for the first time. Bringing pressure. He just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with these guys for a first down.
He brings it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Well, inside the red zone, looking at throws. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Can he make it to the marker?
Execution, they get a touchdown on the board, and Autzen Stadium is rocking. We have about 60,000 people inside this stadium. I would argue it's as loud as any stadium in the country, and you put a touchdown on the board like that, this place becomes electric.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Wideouts now clustered.
picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And Chris, well, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
Put in the backfield, it's Spoon. Runs through a tackle, he's got space here. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he breaks the tackle and away to a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And they pick up the first on the ground. It's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Bruins will line up on 1st and 10. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on 2nd and 1. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Using his legs and he's scrambling. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Boy, it's 2nd down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on 3rd down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's got a man down the middle. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the Bruins line it up with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Oh, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Slings right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
It's a nice play by the
balanced defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They set up with a chip shot on the left hash mark. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 30. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a good race. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know it was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First down, they're going to throw the ball. It's a fly to the right. Gets made on the left side. An explosive play. Breaks free in the clear. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust.
In them deep.
He gets loose. Has the first down and more. And he breaks clear on the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, UCLA.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The shotgun running play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying in the ground.
Now wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. He's got the speed to be able to outrun the line. That's why you like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. They try to sneak it for the first. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, this one could hurt you.
The DB is right near the line now, showing press coverage. You see him able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And on the carry, he's heading left. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's nowhere near. It's Jennings. And we're headed out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. Into the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bruins.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the shotgun was a good off inside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing instead of throwing that, and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Near the sticks. It's good. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain in the first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
He hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy,
Nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw again. Pass rush clears the lead. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on the 2nd down. They bring him down without playing moves him in his scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. The Ducks are in the red zone.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Makes a quick catch. Running with purpose. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. The defense here, it's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Keeps it in his own line. Touchdown! This offense really clicking.
Well, how exciting is this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And that's through the PAT. With that extra point, tied up in the 2nd quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Behind the line. It's Stone. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? And the back now goes in motion. Wants to throw it. It's a wide receiver screen. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. That brings up a 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in right downfield. It's way down outside. Arizona back. Touchdown, UCLA. Way too much speed on that play.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The receiver snags him. It's complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. We'll take a deep shot here. And this is drives would have been a huge gain, and he could not collect it.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, deep shot toward the end zone.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming.
Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
It's a shotgun run call. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge gain through the air. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. He'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the UCLA offense takes the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Direct snap to the back. Powering through. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incommpletion. Ball to 36 still. Going again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. He stopped and gets a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Bruins pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looks to the left, pass caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
6th play of the drive coming up. Out of the shotgun, he heaves it over. He played to move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Bruins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Receiver looks the grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Make the stop. Good enough for a first down at the 29.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. It's Jennings. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy, keep this quarterback from running.
The shotgun handoff here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. A quick throw out left, complete. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking at throw. Running out of time in the pocket. There's contact on the throw.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. A short completion to the tight end. Oh, he threw the defender. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receiver.
Putting to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. They are pouring it on now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He's going to return it. Who's going to come up with it? Recovered with a kicking team now. They'll steal a possession here.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Here's a toss play now. Running to the right. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Catch move, looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Movement here from the tight end. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the end. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. And the back gets the football. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking deep downfield to the left, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's 4. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. Truckers the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. It's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt.
Hey, listen, this game is over here. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
1st down, looking to focus the play.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up 2nd down. 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a short completion of a big tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. They're going to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep them.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. And he'll set up to throw.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you don't.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Now, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. Remember, last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Leaning on the run game here. Gets some space around the 30. He's free on the left side. Can they run him down? Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, UCLA.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Breaking free at the 35. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw it deep. It's high, and what a catch. He gets in for the score. Touchdown.
On this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback, he's still sleeping out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Extra point, not quite down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Hand off to the back. Fighting off the defender. Pass the 30. And here he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Reach the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
This guy's throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance at coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Big throw right in the middle. It's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Big dart to the right. Catch laid down inside the 20. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on fourth and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from going to the marker. They're unable to do it here.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over. You love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Pitch just as he throws the ball. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. And the Ducks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground now, first and goal. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Zero hesitation that time. He just got it, put it out to the right flat. Unfortunately, it falls incomplete.
Again, nothing on second down. Sets up a third and goal from the 2. Keeper all the way. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking for a receiver. He makes the touchdown. Ducks.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the option play. Ball scooped up on the defense. Touchdown. A huge defensive score. As any defender's dream comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He escapes the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone. The 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time.